Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of Rice
Unwashed.
My name's Mikey.
I'm Jay.
What's your name again, sorry?
I'm Jay Wang.
I'm Dennis.
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. We have finally started our podcast.
Yes. Made it out of the group chat.
Yeah.
Made it out of the group chat. How long did it take us? Like a year and a half?
I've been wanting to do this podcast for so long. So long. So I'm so happy that we get to start in the new year.
We might as well share how it started. So, obviously we had a night out. We're just having great deep chats.
Typical drinking nights. We're just talking and, having a good time.
Yeah.
And just some of these DMs were like, you know what? This is some quality conversation.
Man, it's liquid gold.
It's like
liquid gold.
Every aspiring podcaster's dream. This is what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And that, wait, this is it, please.
Yeah.
I think that's with like every guy, right? Every guy. We should start a business. We should start a podcast. There's always.
I mean, how many 3 people on the couch podcasts is there of Asian people? But we're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Down. We're
and
here.
that's it.
We're here.
We're doing that.
We're doing this.
It's us, guys.
Yeah.
Oh man. So how's everyone's new year?
Yeah.
Like, what's happening?
You know what? This year's been a bit weird. Like, the new year didn't feel like a turning of a calendar type thing. It just kind of felt like a little bit of a continuation of last year.
I feel the same, yeah.
Yeah, I think partially because I was sick. Like, I got sick right at the end of the year.
Not a good start.
It's not a good start,
Yeah.
right? But then, my Asian parents, obviously, they were like, you're getting sick in the beginning, so you can get rid of all your bad luck, and it's just going to be up from here.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
it.
It's a Korean concept. It's called ekdem. Yeah, where you do all the bad stuff first, so you get better successes later. So it's like a smaller sacrifice to pay.
Go.
What happens to the people that set New Year's resolution and start doing all this stuff and drops off? So you shouldn't be doing New Year's resolution. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Anyway,
reverse psychology.
Yeah, reverse psychology. Go against the traditional mindset. Right? But so because I was pretty much stuck in like bed, and it kind of just went through. Like there wasn't like a big celebration, like Happy New Year. It didn't feel like it. Yep. So I felt like my New Year just started last week. When I got better, got back to work. So it was a bit of a weird one for me this year. What about you guys?
Well, I think very similar to you. I think because I was still on that 1 week of holiday, I think we started the New Year technically back on the 2nd as a Thursday. So I had a few more days off. Coming into a New Year was like, because you had an extra few days and then plus a few weeks, trying to shift back into
the gear,
working with the gear, and it was like, no, it's not there. I'm trying, but it's not there.
I'm still over there. I'm still in bed.
Yeah, I'm still, having a good. But no, at the moment, now that the week has sort of gone through, I think definitely has feel much more smooth, much more back into it. Mentality's back into, working mode.
Back into routine.
Yeah, routine and everything.
Like whatever, you might
it's been good. It's been good. Like, because I had that, on the 20th of December, that's when my holiday started. It was like a nice transition for me to like just sleep in,
Must be nice.
Not work, reflect. Just reflect on my life. And it was really good actually, because when the new year came around, man, I was so motivated to like hit my goals. I was ready. I was really ready because we hang out with friends. I get to relax at home, do chores, and then see friends. It was just a nice routine. It was
a good recharging session.
Yeah, really good recharge. Yeah.
It sounds like you had enough time for yourself to sort of wind down and recharge.
Yeah, because like the year before, man, it was just drinking, hungover. Like,
we might have been a part of this.
It's just remember the boys and I was at
it
was like the 30th.
Then we tried to do like dinner the next day
on the New Year's Eve to then get more hungover.
It was like a continuation into another event. We're like, is this still 2022 or 2023?
So it was nice when we had a chilled one.
Yeah, we did.
Woke up in the new year, went for a run. Like, felt so refreshed.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what we wanted. So I was so happy that it's a good start of the year.
Beautiful.
So
I think we did it purposefully as well, because we said to each other, we were like, oh look, we had 2 options. We could have gone to someone's house and have drinks, and we know that leads to more drinks. We're like, you know what? Let's start the new year chilled. Just,
Chill.
like, have a
Yeah.
nice
So you're
quiet
maturing? Is that what's happening here?
Man, I'm
trying to say?
Am I sensing maturity?
32, not mature yet, man. I'm still maturing at 32. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, you know what? I didn't actually ask you guys this yet. What does this podcast mean to you guys? Like, what made you guys do it? You know? Like, I knew that we all wanted to do it, but I'm pretty sure we've got a different reason each. And I'm actually super curious right now, what led you into it, or what does this mean to you? Do you get me? I mean, like, I'll go first. I'll share first. For me, it's a diary. It's a journal. I'm the type that has too many thoughts in my head, and I'm always transitioning. You know, as time goes by, I want to leave the thoughts that I had at this point in life, or what I was going through, and all that. I want to actually record it somewhere. So it's not just for other people to hear. It's for like future me to listen to as well. I was like, oh, this is what I was thinking back then. Or I can go back and just see how much growth I've gone through. Or maybe it might be a lesson for me to go, nah, you used to grind harder. Like maybe you actually need to go back to what that was. So to me, it's like a reminder and a point. It's like a saving point in the game where I'm gonna go back and like remind myself what I did. And that's what this was for me. And this is why it's gonna be really nice in a way. I'm not doing it for anything else. I'm doing it to get like some excess thoughts, some stress out of the way. It's like a healing place for me. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was actually talking to Mikey, and I think a lot of the things that when we spoke about during some of those nights was like, it was like really quality, good conversations.
Exactly.
But also talking about some of the things that we wouldn't normally talk about as men, and being able to discuss that out openly and share it with each other. And for anyone who can even relate and just maybe feel or be influenced in a way where you don't need to hide it, can be vulnerable in front of your boys and in front of your bros. And so, kind of sharing that, being able to like open that space up a bit more. And I think what we're going to be talking about is
all good stuff like that.
It's going to be anything to do with lifestyle, struggles, challenges that we have in our lives. Not all serious, but
Yeah, some fun stuff.
Yeah,
We're also going to touch
right.
some dark, deep areas, as well.
Yeah.
But like for us, it's a blessing because we've got boys that can do that. We've got a group.
Yes.
Where we can be like that. But there are some people who are still stuck in that stigma or don't have that opportunity. So this gives them the courage, or even just like a little sign that you've got to open up and don't bottle it up inside. That enough is a win for us. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, so I'm exact same with Jay Wang on that one. Like, because so many guys out there can't open up. Right? Because like, I'm a guy, I'm a man. I have to be a man. You know what I mean?
I'm a man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, nah, man. Like,
The alpha man.
like, I'm so blessed to have such a good circle of friends where all of us just get to, chat, talk about our feelings. You know what I mean? It's like so safe. Like, so safe. Yeah. So safe, right? I'm not going to be judged. Like, and I think we mentioned this like way back, and I said to you guys that, I feel the most safe, to open up with anything was with my boys.
With the boys.
You know what I mean? Why would I go talk to some strangers or, what I mean? Or
Pay someone
people,
$100
that's
an hour.
right. Like, the most safest space for me to open up, to cry, just to let everything out without getting judged is with my boys. Because I know that my boys is always gonna be be there by my side.
Of course.
And throughout all the years that we've been together, man, you guys have never let me down. You know what I mean? And it's great. And I love it that like sometimes I feel like a reason why we started this podcast, because I feel like sometimes I feel like I have a superpower. Like, like I'm able to bring people out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel very blessed with that because, when we're always having these amazing chats at night, you know what I mean? Or drinking, whatever. And we just, man, it's fucking liquid gold, man. Like all of us just getting so bonding, you know what I mean? Talking so deep, you know what I mean? We cried a few times. We're laughing. Like it's amazing. That's how we got so close as well. And I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. And now I get to put this, on the media, or for everyone else to listen,
Because it's not just for us, right?
It's not for us, because I know that there's so many people out there that, so many guys out there too, might not have, or might not be blessed like us to have a good circle like this. You know what I mean? So, anyone out there, want to reach out, want to chat to us, man, we're here.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Like, we just try and encourage that space.
It's a support group.
Support
Oh my
group.
God, we're a support group.
Oh yeah.
That's it. That was our identity.
Oh my
I figured it
god!
out.
Nice unwashed support team.
It's intervention.
Yeah.
Interact with us.
it.
We're there. We would drive out. Where are you?
Yeah, no, I feel super blessed. So.
Yeah.
That's good. It's like sharing the blessings. It's what we've received in love.
Correct.
We want to
Paying
give that
it
support.
forward.
Yeah,
we'll pay forward. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But in a way, because we love chatting.
Man, we love
sure
talking
do.
shit. We love talking
We
shit.
might as well,
Yeah.
yeah, we might as well get this stuff somewhere because
Yeah.
it's like we always just leave it up here.
Yeah.
But we might as well get it out in public.
We'll share it, and
Why
you know,
not?
whoever wants to join
Yeah.
in, join in. You know,
Yeah.
it's just nice and easy, and makes it it's just a safe space to
It's a safe
open
space.
up.
So yep, safe space,
Yep.
vulnerability, breaking stigmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
100%.
something we're going to touch a lot on
We'll be talking about that.
Oh,
in fun
okay.
ways.
Here's a quick question:
Yes.
why do you feel? You said you feel safe, and you want to open up and make it a journal. But what makes the space between our boys that made it okay for you to talk about a lot of these things? Like, how did you feel that way?
How do we get into that safe zone?
Yeah.
Right.
And also, pretty much.
Well, for me, right, it's interesting because a lot of people say time is a big factor between relationships with people. Do you get what I mean? Like when we're younger, we're like, I've known this guy for 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, this is my best man, blah, blah, blah. But then like as we get through, we understand that maturing in a relationship with people, whether it be a love relationship or friendship, time doesn't matter because I haven't known you guys as long as some of the
Yeah.
boys in the group.
That's right.
But I've
Exactly.
like parasited myself in,
Penetrated
like a little
through.
worm, just like I'm just there. Everything you want, I've already.
I think you were like
tasted.
this.
Yeah, like,
No, I'm thinking like this. I'm thinking
come
like,
here,
bam, like, oh shit. Then like,
hi, it's me.
yeah, like that was you.
You know what I
Like,
mean? So, but the only reason I could do that was number one, I did feel connected in the way that you guys showed me that vulnerability first. Like that was important. I wasn't gonna be able to open up like that out of nowhere, right? It's because I could see that you guys were doing that with each other as well.
Yep.
I felt safe to be a part of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Secondly, we weren't just talking about, there was a lot of subjects that I was relating as an Australian born Asian. Like this stuff is, unless you've been through it, you won't actually get it. We can talk about it, you can talk about theories, you can share and understand, man, that must have sucked, or, oh, I get it, that would have been hard. But actually having to go through a similar upbringing,
Yep.
that kind of stuff, like, you know, whether it be through parents, relationship with parents, or growing up in schools, in certain like friendship groups or whatnot, we had everything there. Like it was like a buffet of like, you know, trauma, scars, but also success.
Yep.
You know, how we brought ourselves up from where we were.
Yep.
So for me, it was that you guys showed me that first. That was number one. And number two, it was also that compatibility. Relation, like we could actually relate to the subject.
Correct.
Relatable,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's for me.
No, I agree with you with the time thing. Doesn't matter how long we know each other. I know so many people or guys out there, friends for high school, whatever, still probably not as close as you guys. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, time, 10, 20 years, but it doesn't mean that they understand me.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like, but with us and like, I don't know, like we just click so well. Like I think we have the same mindset, same personality trait, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like we just click.
It's a click, right?
Yeah, it's a click.
Sometimes it's like the conversations that you're having, you know, when you connect with someone, it's like you're on the same level of frequency.
Yeah.
You know, because you guys have either gone through something similar or you just know how to connect on a deeper level.
Yep.
A lot of times when you talk to like a new group of people or, you know, new friends or even friends that you've known for ages, it could be just very surface level. Oh, hey, how you going? How's your day? How's work? But I think some of the conversations we have is like much deeper.
Much deeper.
Much
You
deeper.
know,
We always
like-
start that way.
Yeah.
And then like 20 minutes later, like, where did we go?
Yeah. It's
Like, someone
how
bring
do
me back.
we get into this?
yeah,
And
right?
I was like, guys, 4 a.m.
Oh, there's the sun.
Oh,
Looks like we're just gonna have to go another day. But what about, since we've actually talked about how, for people who are struggling maybe to open up, what would you try? What would you advise, or what's something that helped you be able to open up? Do you get me?
That's not easy because
hard.
But
I'm
that's a solution.
I'm the type, man. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely down to personality as well, and maybe fear. I don't know. Maybe people feeling getting judged.
True.
You know what I mean? But for me, I don't know. For me, like probably just talking about myself.
Yeah.
But I don't feel that way.
So maybe what you're trying to say is like, be more, like have a bit more courage.
Yeah.
Like maybe care less about what other people think. No?
Yeah,
like the judgment.
okay,
Don't be so scared
Don't be so
of
scared.
judgment
That's
of
right.
the people around you.
Yeah.
Like, trust them.
Yes, because remember, everyone is going through the same,
Something.
Yeah, same situation or same, whatever. So, like, everyone out there is the same. Like, we're all humans. We all have emotions. You know what I mean? We all have like feelings. So we all the same. So don't feel ashamed. Don't feel scared.
So have more courage and faith in the people that surround you.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I think I can go a little bit different than that because I was actually naturally, believe it or not, introverted. I started as not just introverted, but whoa, guys.
All right, wisdom. We need to get one of those live.
Any Jay Wang's friends, please
Anyone who
comment
knows, please
and
comment.
tell me if he's is a.
I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys don't know.
Introvert. Introvert. This guy.
It seems almost untrue because of the way I am now.
Yeah, okay.
But I think for anyone who has known me for more than 10 years, you could probably comment.
So that's where you put in the line.
Yeah.
You're cutting the fact line at 10. Okay.
I'm putting a time on this one now.
I believe our producer has known you for 10 years, so I will ask that person later. Yep,
Yes.
I will be asking. Yep, okay.
Yep. But not only introverted, right?
Yeah.
I was also very reserved.
True.
So, I mean, yes, introvert just means, you don't talk as much. But when you're reserved, you just tend to hide a lot.
Yeah, right.
Who you are.
Of course.
I think for many reasons, as you mentioned, is, I guess, scared of being judged.
Yep.
That's one thing. But also just, maybe skepticism is a little bit of that's involved.
Yeah.
But you just, maybe there's certain things that have happened in life and you're like, okay, I just need to keep people at arm's length.
Okay.
But
So defense mechanism.
yeah. Maybe just, sometimes you grow up in a certain way. Not to say like I've gone through anything really bad or anything, but it was just more so I was introverted, reserved, and I decided to make a change and wanted to I just felt like something was missing in my life and I want to connect with people. I want to connect with those around me.
Yep.
And so I started making change and then pretty much as I'm making this change to be more extroverted and more open, I think I started sharing a lot more about myself, not only myself, but also listening to what people talked about themselves too.
Okay.
So hearing their stories made me more open.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
I think that was a big motivator for me, sort of motivated to become more extroverted,
Yep.
but also to understand people more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a way, you had a will to change.
Yeah.
Like you had it's certain moments or like lessons.
If you know me from when I was 18 to now, like you'd be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
I'm Jay Wang.
Jay Wang.
Jay Wang. Jay Wang.
That's not how I say it, guys, but okay.
How do you say it?
How do you say it?
I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to comment.
Is it like Jay Wang? Jay Wang. I am here.
I'm just Jay Wang.
Okay. Alright, the introverted Jay Wang. This is gonna lurk. Episode after episode, I'm gonna bring this back. So how introverted are you today?
We can reference that's fine.
Mine, I reckon, this was development. For me, it's kind of like I might as well give. I went through a rough patch because I didn't have the will to change. I didn't acquire the courage. I'm like, what happens if you don't go this way? So in the beginning, I got to a point where it was too bottled up. I was too alpha. I was too at myself. I'm like, I can handle this. I don't need help. I can handle it. Because it's kind of like the way that I fought my battles through life. I always had to do it myself in a way. And I was, in a way, ashamed of being weak. Showing my weaknesses to people because I thought I might get taken advantage of. And it's happened too. So it wasn't out of nowhere. Obviously, I got scarred in a way, made me do certain defense mechanisms. It was only after I realized how low I had gone that I had to change. Do you get me? Yeah. Which I don't ever recommend for anyone. Go before it's too late. It's never too late, but definitely go before it's too late. Whether it be professional help, we don't, we can't ignore that. Sometimes it's not hard. It's hard to be blessed with a friendship group like that.
Yep.
If you do need to reach out, there are ways to do it. It doesn't have to be family and friends, but definitely, I think acknowledging that you're in a dark place is the first thing.
Awareness.
Yeah, awareness.
Yeah,
to be able to become a safer person.
Yes.
Or create a safe. You can't be a hostile person and expect other people to open up to you.
Yeah.
You've got to understand that you are hostile or you're in a dark place, you need to become aware to make change, I reckon.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%.
That's with every life lesson.
Yeah.
You have to know yourself.
Before anything else.
The more you
Yeah.
know yourself, the
Yeah.
more you can relate to others and see how they go through their life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or even the more you know yourself, you're able to grow.
Yeah.
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 Because, you know, like, as we love, you know, everybody loves it. New year, new us, new year, new me, right?
That's right.
It's about development.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to, you never want to go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're moving forward, you're growing older, you're maturing.
You're maturing, right? So, like, you're maturing. I'm going to be extroverted this year. So, you know what? Touching on that, though, have we got any? I believe we've got some New Year resolutions, I believe, under our little belts, haven't we? Yeah. Might as well share that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? It's not a New Year, it's not a January episode if we don't do a New Year, New Me resolution.
Yep.
Yep. All right, let's go, Mikey.
Well, yeah. So I was never, even last year, you know, New Year resolution. Like, I didn't care too much for it. Yeah, you know what I mean. And last year, like, I felt like because I didn't have one, I felt like I was so content with my life.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, every year people, you know, everyone's like, you know, the main goals, right? Oh, buy a house, save money, you know, get rich. Like, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Like, it's the same. It was always the same.
Yeah.
And like, because I bought my house already, you know, a couple years back.
Flex.
Yeah.
House flex.
Yeah.
Brisbane house flex.
It is actually,
It's
Yeah, I
actually
mean,
something commendable.
Yeah,
so.
and because when I bought it, I think I got too content. And then I was like, you know what, I already hit my goal. Like,
'Cause it's such a big goal.
Yeah, such a big goal. But, you know, during my reflecting, you know, during my holidays in December, I was like, you know, doing a lot of reflecting on myself. Because, like, I wasn't, I felt like I was just so content, you know what I mean? And not motivated. And, yeah, there was a few things, you know, I was going through my life. And then I was thinking, you know, just reflecting about it. And yeah, so this year, like, I just need to hustle hard.
So
ambition.
You want passion,
That's what made me think of my ambition. Like, man, okay, sure, you're able to buy a house, but there's more changes that I could change or improve. Sorry, that I could improve. So yeah, so this year, definitely I need to make more money. Like that's my goal.
It's realistic.
Yeah, realistically.
Simple.
Because, you know, expenses are high these days. You know, all of us expenses are high.
Inflation.
Inflation is ridiculous, you know what I mean? And like, I think most of us too, everyone out there, we want just to continue living how we're living, right?
Yeah.
Travel, you know what I mean? Like, go out eat.
Go out.
Drinking, whatever. You know what I mean?
Just
like,
saying,
you know, I'm not a luxury person. I don't, you know, don't own luxury brands or anything. I don't care about that. But
is that your Rolex? Oh no.
on his ankle. What are you pointing to? Like,
I was like, oh shit! I don't know why.
That was so instinctive. That was so instinctive. Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah.
But yeah, so like that doesn't mean that our expensive high because of luxury stuff. Our expensive high because like traveling. You know, we want to travel. We want to eat out. We want to do things. We want to drive. So
you've got your own hobbies. Everyone's got to get an outlet of stress, right?
Yeah. So I think this year I'm definitely just focusing. You know what I mean? Just being a bit more ambitious.
Of course.
You know what I mean? I do want to change my career as well. I've been in my career for like, 15 years or whatever, man.
You get long service.
Yes. Well, it was at my last job because I was there for 11 years and I got my long service and everything. But yeah, I haven't talked to my boss about it. Like, she's like, it's time. I want to change careers, do something else. Something that I'm good at. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm good at my job, my current job now, but I feel like I can excel
in other areas.
Yeah. So at the moment, I just have a side hustle right now that I'm just working, just trying to make a bit more money so I can just, you know, travel. Yeah, and then eventually, just want to slowly change my career. So, and I think with even just doing this podcast, I think it's just motivating me, you know, doing things. And then especially, I'm gonna be the editor for this video too. So if the editing shit, guys, I'm sorry. I'll try to get better.
We're just here to gab.
give us feedback.
Give us feedback.
Please give us feedback.
Yeah, if you're
We
really
wanna
good
get
at editing,
better.
please reach out.
Jay Wang, not extroverted.
Yeah, so I think I'm just be a bit more ambitious this year.
Yeah.
That's my.
So that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're gonna get this. I think for me, New Year, I'm actually the next step. I'm new job. So
You've done the transition.
I've done the transition.
He's now Agumon and now you're Greymon.
Yeah.
Digivolved.
Yeah, so pretty much moving into this new role, quite daunting, leaving a role of, I think, pretty much nine and a half years.
Foundation. You got foundation.
Yeah, got foundation. It is still a similar role, but it's still very different. But coming to a new role, new company, a lot of adjusting, a lot of goal setting, and also a lot of, expectations I need to meet. And so trying to move forward and grow as quickly as possible, but also not trying to rush things.
Of course.
I think that's probably where as I'm more matured now.
Oh.
That's right, matured. I think I'm finding myself to the need to be patient. Because if we rush ourselves, we tend to, make mistakes. We do things wrong, or we don't do it the right way, and we end up getting even more flustered or more annoyed, more frustrated, and it's just not right. So at the moment, I think a good part of it is maybe believing in my own capabilities and my own ability to do what I do.
Your value.
My values, and do it well and good, and just really focus. I think that's going to be a big thing this year, is just focus. Because I have to start new, and so I have to make sure I do everything good, right, and also in a timely manner. Not rush, but also not slow. And so making sure I do everything well throughout. And
because you were so high up somewhere. You were so good at what you were doing.
I was doing all right.
He's modest now too. But like going back a step is not. It's not easy. Like
so this new role,
it hits the pride. It hits the bank.
Man.
It does all that, man. So
there was a few weeks of just me like sulking, like, oh man, am I gonna make it? Is this the right move? Or like,
I made the wrong mistake.
I knew I was making the right move, but I was also like, oh man, like, what am I doing? Like, am I gonna be okay? Like, you just start overthinking. Like,
scary.
all these scenarios, like, can I do it? And a little bit of self-doubt.
Of course.
But in saying so, again, as I'm more matured, I am thinking more like, okay, well, what am I capable of? I can do this, right? I need to believe in myself and move forward. And so that's the focus right now, is just believing in myself and also having faith that I can do well, and I do believe I can do well. So
I believe you can do well. I believe you can do
That's
well.
all I need. That's all I need. I need the boys to believe in me.
Me knowing both of you, accountability.
Yes.
Now you have to do it.
Okay.
Because you know what? The internet knows.
Everyone knows.
The internet knows now. That's good, man. Once again.
You say it like that.
I had to do it.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you're right.
Yeah, it's true.
I needed someone to do it, so I did it.
Nice. Yourself?
For me, it's a bit of a continuation and a new dream. So we've got an old dream and a new dream that's coming together. I've obviously got a main job. So if we talk about the old dream first, obviously I compete as a bodybuilder, natural bodybuilder.
Yes.
In case
you're natty?
Natty! And last year, we didn't get quite the places we wanted to do. So we got I was happy with the results that I had, but I wasn't content. Expectations. Because I had an expectation. It took me a good couple of months to manage that expectation. Because I was like, oh, man, I suck. I didn't get it. Because like I'm a person who tries to achieve what I say I'm going to do.
Dude, we saw the way you went through all of it.
You guys were there, like day one through.
Yeah,
right?
it was insane, the amount of work you put into it, the hustle, the grind.
Dedication.
The
sniffing of KFC buckets. How many buckets I had to sniff.
Yeah, I remember we went to some Malaysian place and we were eating like good food and you sniffed and you had your own chicken and rice.
In that street food place that we went to, we were all like eating in front of him and he's just sitting there with his chicken and rice. But I could definitely not do that.
This is the flex. I went to Miami for Ultra.
Oh,
that's right.
And I still went and meal prep.
I heard the stories, my God.
Frozen veggie bags and everything, man.
Didn't you have to like book a place that had
we had to get kitchen, like I had to kitchen.
Kitchen cook your own meal.
At least an oven or something,
Like, I don't think I can think of anyone who's gone overseas, have a holiday, but meal prep.
And then rave and like, I've got chicken rice in my blood right now.
Oh man.
That's true bodybuilder.
Yeah, we was. So September, October, it's like the revenge match. I'm going back. I'm gonna get the trophy I want. Gonna get all the stuff that I want. Obviously the aim is to get a pro card in my division. So we'll talk about that.
Oh, time's up.
Okay.
We'll just pause it.
Pause.
Yeah, we'll. Yep.
And then we're back. Intermission, we're back. Yeah. to go back, get the pro card, get the national title, and obviously fulfill my dream as an athlete.
Yeah.
You know, which is something that we'll talk about in other episodes as well, because, you know, this is an interesting topic. Bodybuilding is obviously very popular. I feel like I can give a bit of insight here and there. So we'll go back to that. So that's the first one, you know, getting back into the game and trying to win a better result than I had last season. And then the new dream is, I don't think I've actually launched this on the internet yet, so hopefully I do that before this comes up.
Soft launch?
Yeah, it's a soft launch.
Soft launch?
I've actually started a online coaching business.
Hey!
So we went from wanting transition to change the job and then actually starting a business. So we've gone full circle.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you've actually technically transitioned last year.
Transitioned last year.
Then you also done the bodybuilding on top. Now
of course,
you transitioned to the...
So this was always something that I was doing. I was obviously in fitness for a long time, but also working in another job. So I decided to cut back on my other job to pursue this. And it's the same. I doubted myself. I was like, should I be cutting back on my old job, which was obviously keeping me stable? So the courage and all that. Look, that's something I really want to actually have a full episode about. You know? Like what keeps us there? What's the discipline that's like behind that? So look, focusing on and trying to grow this business to a size where maybe it's actually going to get rid of the self-doubt. Because right now, you know, obviously it's just starting off. But I've been very blessed that you boys, all my friends, all the people around me, I wasn't actually going to go through with it. You know, I was scared. I was actually more scared than both of you here. And then like I was kind of like, oh, I'll do it, because everyone was like, why are you not doing it? Like, hurry up! Like, like start. So yeah, I got bullied into doing it. No, I'm joking. We started. So you know, as the episodes go, we're obviously going to touch base. I'm gonna ask, how's your girls going? You know, we'll be like, I'm gonna do quarterly analysis of how the girls going. But yeah, look, if that's it, that's for me. Quite a few things.
Look, seeing the way you've done things and how determined and dedicated and disciplined you are, triple D's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that should be that podcast.
Yeah. Triple D.
No, rice.
Yeah, you're gonna get there for sure.
Thanks,
we can see the hard work you put in, and it's.
And it inspires all of us.
Oh, 100%.
It inspires all of us. 100%. Even just doing this podcast. You know what I mean? Like, it inspires. You know, you're pushing us to do it.
You know
what I mean? Because there's so many ideas that, you know, I have for so long.
Of course.
When we talk about it all the time. You know what I mean? We never do it. That's right. So
this was a good start. Like, this is what's gonna really drive, and I reckon we're gonna positively influence the people around us too.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe there were people who have ideas and they just haven't disclosed. Like, this is it. This is what actually, if anyone needs a sign to kickstart something, this is it.
This is it. Yeah.
So please listen. All
right. Good advice.
I reckon we're gonna probably sign off for today's episode.
Wrap it up.
Yes. Thank you for listening, everyone.
Thank you.
We have an Instagram account.
Instagram.
Which is what was the username again?
Rice Unwashed.
Did we have anything in between? Was there a dot? Rice.unwashed.
We're still tweaking this.
Spotify is our main area that we're going to be uploading all these.
Spotify, YouTube. Once I get the editing right, it will be on TikTok as well. Let's see.
Are we doing challenges? The Korean cheerleader challenge?
Should we?
Nobody wants to see that.
If you guys want to see it, we'll do it. You know what I mean?
But like we said, if anybody has any challenges or thoughts or anything that we want to talk about, please leave it in the comments or even send us a DM. You know, like interact with us anywhere. If our editing sucks, tell me. If you have a new way of wanting to say Jay Wang, please give us a suggestion.
Tell me that I used to be introverted.
All that, you know. Leave all that. Any sort of love is welcome. Any sort of feedback is welcome.
Any stories to share is welcome too.
Please do. I mean, like, we have a lot of ideas, but, you know, talking about stuff that's relevant to you guys as well is really important to us. So thanks for listening. And what are we doing? Once a week? Uploading?
We'll try our best. We're aiming once a week or maybe once a fortnight just to
tune in every week, guys, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.
Rice!
Unwashed!
Yeah!